Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Men are scary.
With a bear.
Well, I've heard about bears. They don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men.
Y'all, today I've learned a new word, right? And it is misandry. Let me put it on the screen for y'all right here. I had to look it up. I had to specifically look up what is the male version of misogyny, and it is this.
Misandry.
You heard it right there, misandry. This is ridiculous, okay? I'm not gonna go in too deep about this because we have a lot of videos to like talk about and watch together and really get a feel of what this is. I'm blind going to this because me personally, I'm not on the side of TikTok, but like the idea that this is all an assumption, I think it's probably gonna be right, that y'all have made y'all trauma, and this might be a hot take by the way, y'all have made y'all trauma such a big part of yourselves that you would rather be in the forest with a 1,200-pound grizzly bear that will show no remorse. Now I get it, y'all. I can't say the word because I'm on YouTube, so I'm talking about your assault. I'm gonna use the word opposition. Your opposition did so much damage to you that their damage has become a prominent part of your personality, and y'all have somehow come together to make this a trend. And I do not want to be insensitive in this video whatsoever. I don't know what anybody else goes through. I don't know what anybody else has been through, but what I can say is that not all men are like that. Just like how not all women are like that. And I get it. Physical assault is not good. Rape is not good. Any assault along in between those lines is not good. And this is something that men have done physically for years. And this is something that has probably been happening since the beginning of time. That's just due to like physical differences. Not okay at all. I'm not dismissing what anyone has been through. Not okay. But for you to sit here and tell me that you're going to like put all men down because of this, it's flat out ridiculous. You would rather take your chance with a random bear than a random man. If that's not making your trauma a part of your personality, I don't know what is. And to be honest with you, if it is a part of your personality and you can acknowledge that, maybe you should get help before you like go on TikTok and like address stuff like this. Because to be honest, I find this is like peak misandry. Yes, I am taking offense to it. I'm gonna make the stand. Women have all these feminists, and don't get me wrong, a lot of those feminists are justified.
There's a trend going around right now where women are asking their male partners if they would rather the woman be stuck in the woods with a random man or a bear.
Would you rather me be stuck in the woods with a bear or a random man?
Man.
Most men are questioning why women are answering bear, and why women would prefer to be stuck in the woods with a bear than a random man. But while there are many, many reasons, here are just a few why I would personally choose bear. Shanann Watts and her children were murdered by her husband, Chris Watts. Lacey Peterson and her unborn child were murdered by her husband, Scott Peterson. Gabby Petito was murdered by her boyfriend.
You are not being serious right now. Because I don't want to be this person, to be honest with you, because I fairly feel like humanity as a whole does a lot of shitty things, a lot of bad things. Like, and even from a religious point of view, if you're not religious, I'm sorry, this might not relate to you, but in all religions, it says spread love pretty much. I'm pretty sure most religions say spread love. Me being a Christian, love thy neighbor. If you're an atheist, even you could probably relate to like the fact all us humans have is each other, and we should all be trying to make this world a better place. But for you to sit out here and like try and point out a bunch of bad men that did things to their partners or significant others or kids is a really low thing of you to do. Because I can name just as many men. Mr. Beast giving stuff to the homeless, giving stuff to people in poor countries, giving stuff to races that he honestly has no responsibility to do it with. I can talk about Kevin Hart doing it. I can talk about all the men on Shark Tank that's giving opportunities and giving fame and stuff to people that they don't have to do. I can name just as many men doing good things and better acts than women you can name doing heinous crimes. And that's just the truth of the matter. And some of the things that these famous men are doing for PR, sure, but it doesn't change the fact that it's been done. It doesn't change the fact that I could go man for man with you when it comes to you talking about men doing shit or bad things. So for y'all to just put down all men, you're either putting down all men, or you feel like the trauma or the heinous crime that's been acted against you is so bad that you can't look at the male race the same. And if it's the second one, I want to say that I'm sorry for whatever you went through. You need help. I don't know if you have a dad in your life or something, but I'm sure that you had some type of a positive male experience, whether it was a teacher, your father, your grandparents, your uncle, a male friend. You're not telling me that every man that all of y'all have went into contact with is horrible. And if, let's say the rationale was 1 to 10, that's a 10% chance. That's a 10% better chance than you have if you're in the woods with a bear. And I honestly doubt that anybody has had a 1 out of 10. To be honest with you, I'm not a woman, so I don't know. But I'd be willing to bet that at least 50% have been good. And that 50% is a risk that everybody would take.
Are y'all realizing that myself and other women are saying bear because we would quite literally rather die? And then we have some people saying, well, not all bears. Just because one bear did it doesn't mean that all bears would do it. You shouldn't be scared of all bears. Let's get a lineup of bears and you show me which one I should be fucking scared of. And this.
What are we saying, man? We gotta find a new way to like put our trauma on a pedestal. We gotta find a new way to talk about how some men are shitty or bad. Even if it was half of them, and I'm not saying it is. I feel like it's more like 20-80. Y'all are just running into the 20% because 80% of men aren't interested in you or are already in a relationship or something. But come on now. Let's make sense if we're gonna have this conversation.
This target right now. You point out to me which men I should and should not be fucking scared of. Well, I don't know. Exactly.
You get to know them. And I hate being the guy to constantly pause the video, but like, she's asking these open-ended ass questions that she already has the answers for. But if we actually open up these questions, what are we saying? And I'm not saying you can get to know what a man is capable of doing from meeting them in Target or even going on a couple of dates. But like, this is why you keep meeting people. You keep trying. You meet one bear and you're...
At least a bear wouldn't fucking show videos and photos and dap up their buddies after. At least a bear couldn't say the words, well, she liked it, she asked for it. A bear would probably leave you alone even after you were dead. To get most bears to leave you alone, all you have to do is scream loud enough. Can't say the same. Women are asking their guy best friends, their boyfriends, their husbands, their fucking fathers, and they're all saying the same thing. Why do you think that is? Bears don't grasp the concept of wrong and right, but you know who does. At least a bear didn't pretend to be your friend for months beforehand just to get what it wanted in the end. Are y'all real?
I'm sorry, and I'm gonna say this probably 3 more times. I'm sorry for whatever y'all went through. I really am sorry. But the fact that these women have best friends or males they could ask these questions to, I'm assuming that that's enough proof that good men do exist. And I'm not going to sound like a broken record here, but I'm going to say this only one more time. Please stop putting your trauma on all men. If I went out and started harassing and talking crap or like generalizing women because I got my heart broken or because a woman did me wrong, I'm pretty sure y'all wouldn't like it.
Talk right now, women are responding to the question, would you rather encounter a bear or a man while alone in the woods? And most women are saying that they would rather encounter a bear because they believe they are safer in the presence of a bear. The 750,000 black bears in North America unalive less than 1 person per year on average. Men aged 18 to 24 are 167 times more likely to unalive someone. And the big thing here is that it's not just unaliving someone. According to RAIN, 1 out of 6 American women has been the victim of attempted or completed.
Okay, the fact that you're trying to throw statistics in this is kind of blowing me. Y'all don't live in the forest with bears, so I'm pretty sure that number will be higher for them and lower on men. But let me ask y'all a real question. Is this man versus bear, or is it assault ER versus bear? Is it graper versus bear? Is it abuse SER versus bear? Let's take men out of the equation then. I just came up with the perfect idea of why, like, to fix this ongoing problem, this ongoing man versus woman debate that we get into at least 2 to 3 times a year somehow or another. Come on now. You're really trying to throw stats at me. Y'all do not live with bears. And this does not give stats about men as a totality. It is millions of men. If you live in the USA, it's millions of men in your country alone. There is not millions of those people that y'all are trying to talk to me about. I'm in the video. I gotta end the video here. Cause like, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And not once have I ever tried to like I've never like given into a trend to get shit off my shoulders. I have never felt the need to reach out for people that's been through what I've been through to the point where I'm gonna throw a whole like gender down and like berate them like this. I'm sorry that y'all went through whatever y'all went to, but I promise you it is not bigger than a gender. It is not you're not the first or last person to go through those things. And I'm gonna just end it there because I'm low-key frustrated. I love y'all more than myself. I didn't mean to attack anybody in this video, but I'm out.